This is Jonathan Agger, fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Jarvis. We're here at the media day, big day.
Very big.
Yeah, your fight with Ben Williams going down on the Gib and Slim card on November 28th in Qatar. Yeah, how are you feeling about the fight, Jarvis?
Mate, I'm really excited. You know, it's a long time coming. Been out of the ring for a while, and get to fight, get to come back on such, the biggest card of the year and fight the top contender in my weight division. So it's my first title defense, and I'm excited.
So tell us about the journey, for fans that haven't seen your fights. Tell us the fights you've had leading up to this one.
Yeah, so of course I started off, first ever fight was Michael Lee back in 2021. Never boxed before, never really picked up gloves. I kind of just threw myself in the deep end, went to the Mayweather gym, started training. 3 months of training, got in there with him and knocked him out in the second round.
Floyd.
Nah, I wish. But that fight was great, and that kind of just made me addicted to, getting back in the ring. And then my next fight was against Tom Zanetti a whole year later. Throw myself back in the deep end again. Tough guy, he's fought Slim, went the distance with him, and he's just a savage. He's a scary looking guy. He's a strong guy, and got him out there. He threw in the towel in the third round. Great fight. And after that, I fought Gib. Unfortunately, lost that fight. Again, I don't care who I'm fighting. Threw myself back in the deep end, and unfortunately, it didn't pay off. But I learned so much from that fight. I learned a lot of things that I was doing wrong in my camp, and I kind of fixed that for my next fight, which was my Misfits debut against B-Dave, and that was the best fight I've ever felt. That's the best fight where I felt the best. And it was a dominant 5 rounds I had. He actually, his head, mate, I don't know what his head's made out of, but he partially tore some ligaments in both my hands. So I was kind of out of boxing for a good 4 or 5 months. I couldn't punch anything. Really annoying because I'd been active the whole of last year, so I kind of wanted to just keep on a roll, but unfortunately I had to take a break. And a lot has happened since then. Ben's fought a couple times. He's now the top 1 contender, and what a good fight to put on for Qatar.
Now, first of all, let's talk about the Floyd Mayweather gym, and we know what we're going to talk about here. The sparring and things like that. Tell us, how that came about, and that went absolutely everywhere.
Oh, mate, everywhere. So my coach trains Floyd. They're really close, and it was just random. One day, I was just headed to the gym like normal, didn't really think much of it. Get a text from my trainer Otis. He was like, "Floyd's at the gym, you're sparring." I was like, "Oh, I'm sparring Floyd Mayweather. Okay, cool." Got to the gym, got my hands wrapped up. Didn't really warm up too much. I had no time. He was already in the ring. It's Floyd Mayweather. You can't fuck around. If he's ready to go, you gotta be ready. So got laced up. There's everyone there. He has an entourage of people all the time around him. And the whole time I was smiling, laughing. He was talking shit whilst he's beating me up. But when it's someone like Floyd Mayweather, that experience you can't. That's once in a lifetime experience you're gonna get. So really blessed I was able to do that. And you learn so much from a guy like him. And he actually I sparred him again actually a few weeks later, off camera, and it's just crazy to me that I'm even able to say that I sparred someone like that.
What was it like being in Floyd's gym, other than sparring him, which is bucket list stuff?
Yeah.
I've been in that gym, and there's so many killers guys like in there, like, you know, Kamel Moten and other guys? Like, what's it like just being around guys like them?
So at first, you know, I was never really too big into boxing when I first started back in 2021. So I didn't really know the history too much behind it. Of course, I knew Floyd, I knew, you know, the big guys. But the more and more I'm in there, the more you see these professionals that come in, and it's just really motivating to see them, you know, so locked in. Someone like Kamel Moten, for example, you know, that kid is gonna be a world champion, and he's the next, you know, tank Floyd Mayweather. His dedication is unmatched to anyone I've ever seen. The kid will fight. He has a professional fight. The next day, I see him straight back in the gym. You know, his dad's on his ass, you know, straight back in, locked in, not fucking around. And, you know, that's just what you love to see. It keeps me motivated and, you know, locked into.
As well, when I was down there, I can't remember if they were talking about you or one of the other influencers that trains there, but one of them was telling me that, you know, having guys like yourself and other influencers around actually helps them in terms of, you know, content creating and like interviews and things. Do you feel like, you know, you've had some impact there?
Yeah, no, I guess you're right, because I can kind of tell them stuff about our world, you know, the influencer side of it. It's important for a boxer too, you know. You can't just be a boxer now. You have to also mix into the influencer kind of world. So we kind of help each other out. You know, say like Kamel, I'll spar him.
Really?
He'll help me out. Oh yeah, he's been helping me out for a while now. Ever since I started, actually, we sparred a lot. So I appreciate everything he's done for me. And then I'll put him in some YouTube videos. Of course, promote him heavily. Do what I can to, you know, help him out. Because he does a lot for me, so I just like, you know, helping out too.
Wow, that's some amazing work there. Just spoke to Ben Williams, and he said originally he didn't feel like you wanted the fight. You know, tell us about it, and how do you think the fight's going to go?
Yeah, so of course, you know, back in August, he had only fought once. He was never really on my radar yet. There was other bigger names, people like Slim, Austin McBroom. These guys were, you know, kind of on my hit list first, and they seemed like they were more likely. Like the Slim fight was pretty much locked in, and then unfortunately I found out that he was fighting KSI, so had to try and move on and, you know, figure things out. And then after his August fight, he called me out again, saying like, I want to take that belt. And I feel like at that point, you know, he was the top contender, so I was like, this is a perfect fight for me to come back, defend my belt, and really solidify my name at the 155 division. You know, I'm here to stay, and, you know, no one's going to take that belt from me.
Now, he also said when I asked him like who he'd want to fight in the future, he named Gib as someone he'd want to fight. Do you want the winner of Gib and Slim?
Definitely, yeah. It's like it's been a goal of mine to try get another belt too. So you know, maybe after this, the winner of that could happen for sure.
Yeah. Talk to me about the big fight in November, Jake Paul against Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Mike's an old guy now, so he's not the same Iron Mike as he once was. But you never know. He could come out and shock everyone. But I think, you know, Jake Paul knows what he's doing. Unfortunately, I think Jake's gonna win it.
Okay. And then, you know, KSI and Jake Paul, I saw, you know, things of Jake Paul saying he feels sorry for KSI with the music, and he feels like KSI, that's actually made the fight closer now, because he feels like his music career is over. What do you want to say about that? And did you like the song?
I mean, it's not for me, you know what I'm saying? I do like all the memes around it though. I like all of them, you know, kind of taking the piss. I feel bad for KSI, you know, he obviously was serious about that song, you know, he really loved it. But you know, I think he should stick to boxing. You know, he's pretty good at boxing, and you know, make that Jake Paul fight happen. It's time.
Well, appreciate your time, Jarvis. Good to speak to you, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yes, sir.